The other thing that we want to do is we want to develop products that are good for both men and women, and so we need to be able to do that as well. So, with that, I would like to introduce to you LifeWave's next products, our LifeWave Aromatherapy Nests. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to tell you up front that we refer to these as aromatherapy for regulatory purposes. So when we had meetings with our attorney, we were trying to figure out how to classify these. And there were a couple of different directions that we could go in, and we finally ended up thinking, okay, we want to go the route of aromatherapy for a variety of reasons that you'll see. And so, but these are technically not aromatherapy, if you know what I mean. It's actually an entirely new category of products. So nothing like this exists. And we've created two products. One is called Shine. And I was joking with our leaders at a leader meeting yesterday, and you know, since I'm the inventor, I think I should get the opportunity to name these products. I said to Lori, you know, what do you think about the name Love Potion number 9? And you know, Lori said, David, I have every respect for you as an inventor, but I don't think that's the correct way to go. What do you think about Shine and Dream? I said, oh, that's awesome, let's do it. So that's how we ended up. Thank you, Lori. Okay, so as with the patches, we have a novel delivery system. So the patches, of course, use a novel application of light to produce these changes in the body, and we're doing the same thing with the sprays. We have a novel energized water that is the base of the spray to act as a delivery system to enhance the delivery. So you know how this morning I spent a lot of time telling you about this age reversal water? Well, we're using the same technology in these sprays. We're also combining in these sprays natural complexes of different herbs and essential oils to enhance the overall effect. And so, for those of you that do not know what a structured water would be like, it would be a good example, give you a frame of reference. Just picture a system that's in chaos and then a system that's organized. So structured water is water that's in a state of organization. So when we organize something, especially water, it can be used, and you embed nutrients into it, those nutrients get delivered much more efficiently. They get into the cell where they're needed. So that's the reason to do that. Okay. Now, here are the official claims that we came up with for Shine. Shine is to be used first thing in the morning and also as a pre-workout. It's going to support your overall wellness and energy. It's very invigorating when you use it. And you're going to find that it helps to improve your focus and your clarity. So those are the official claims. That is all I'm permitted to say. It would be irresponsible of me to tell you that these sprays can help to balance hormones. I'm not allowed to tell you that when you balance hormones, it improves the health of the stem cells in the body. And when you improve the health of the stem cells, that makes this a natural product to support the activity of X39 and X49. I'm not at I'm not at liberty to say those things because we had a meeting with our attorney, and our attorney was very clear that these were things that we couldn't say. And, to put this in perspective, our attorney is this big, intimidating fellow that looks a little bit like Clint Eastwood. So quite frankly, he's very intimidating, and he does all of our FDA and our FTC work. And so Laura and I went to go meet with him, and I said, Mr. Talati, I'm really excited about our meeting today, and I hope we can come to some kind of agreement on the claims. And he looked at me and said, I like those sprays. I show them to all my friends. That's my best Clint Eastwood. And so, Mr. Talati, we've done all these clinical studies, and there's so much that these sprays can do to benefit people. And, I've seen the list of approved claims. Is there anything else we could say? And he looked at me, and then he looked at Lori, and he said, well, why don't we just let him go on stage and let him go? So, fortunately, I take really good notes, and for historical purposes, I documented what was said at that meeting, and I would like to share with you now some of the things that our attorney didn't want me to say, instead of making claims. So, the attorney said, what did you find out in your clinical studies? And so I said to him, well, in our first clinical study, we showed that the sprays could increase a man's testosterone levels by more than double in as little as 3 days. And the attorney replied, I won't do the impression this time. He said, well, you definitely can't tell people that because the FDA wouldn't like it. And I said, well, that's really too bad because I think that's something people would really want to know. And he said, well, did you learn anything else about these sprays? And I said, well, yeah, as a matter of fact, we did. And he said, okay, go on. And I said, well, we found out that within 3 weeks of people using the sprays, they had a significant reduction in body fat. And he said, well, you definitely can't tell people that. The FDA wouldn't like that claim, so I'm going to strike it. And I said, that's too bad. I really think people would want to know that. There has to be a way to share that. So we talked to the attorney about how the sprays elevate human growth hormone, how they support strength and stamina and overall youth. But unfortunately, he didn't want me to tell you about that either. We talked about how the sprays could increase oxytocin levels. And this, of course, is the hormone of love. And he thought this could be a risk, but maybe we could share it. But we definitely couldn't make the claim that this will make your muscles younger. He said, no, don't do that. And I said, that's really too bad. I think people would want to know that. And of course, improving hormone levels in men and women, improving growth hormone, improving oxytocin, it must have an effect on sexual performance. And we did a clinical study on this. And I wasn't personally involved in the clinical study, but I know that it happened. And I can report to you that people were very satisfied with the results. But thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. So what are in these sprays? So first, it's a base of this water that we make at our facility. It's proprietary. And we've included, instead of using truffles, we're using pine pollen. as the natural source of phytoandrogens and other hormones. And there is a huge amount of clinical work that's been done to show the beneficial effects on men and women on pine pollen. So the benefit of this is you're going to apply the spray in the morning to the wrist. You're going to inhale the pine pollen, and it goes directly into the blood, working immediately. The same thing with Tongkat Ali. It is known as, it's a root from Malaysia, and it is known to be, yeah, Jin Long is laughing, and he's very excited right now because he knows all about Tongkat Ali. It's a traditional herb for men to improve libido. It's one of the few herbs that has great clinical studies showing improvement in testosterone, luteinizing hormone, and of course sexual function. But there's equally studies with Tongkat Ali showing the benefits for women. And then we have a polyrachis extract. This is something very interesting that we've been working with in our lab. And there's a number of very significant benefits to it in improving growth hormone levels and also improving nitric oxide. We haven't done a test on nitric oxide yet, by the way. In this spray, we also put it into a base of essential oils that can complement the overall effect. For example, there are some good clinical studies on blue spruce oil and its effect on showing improved testosterone levels in both men and women. Equally with pine oil, ginger oil, and sage oil. By the way, I'm balancing estrogen levels. That's equally important for both men and women. So we have a spray that you use in the morning, which I'd also recommend you try as a pre-workout. You'll notice an immediate improvement in strength and stamina the first time that you use it. Most of you should. Then there is going to be a spray that you use in the evening. Do not use it during the day unless you want to sleep during the day. And this is called Dream. And you'll notice that within minutes, it puts your body into a state of relaxation. You're going to notice that the quality of the sleep is extremely deep, and it's a great complement to our other patches like Silent Nights, Alavita, and Eon. The other benefit to the Dream spray is that it will elevate dopamine levels, and the dopamine triggers improvements in hormone levels and especially growth hormone. So that's one of the things that's been found about elevating dopamine along with other things. The other thing is that, like the patches, these are natural products and are designed to balance hormones. For men, for example, this would not act like an anabolic and get your testosterone above normal levels. That would not be good, right? So this is all about balancing. And the evening spray has, again, pine pollen and Tongkat Ali, but it also has mucuna purines, and that's there for the source of dopa. It also has a different base of essential oils that are intended to calm and relax and enhance the overall effect. Now, this is going to be super important in terms of how you use these products, okay? We have instructions, but for the sake of clarity, let's go through these now. You're going to take the Shine product and you're going to spray it on either wrist. You're then going to hold it up to your nose and inhale deeply about 7 or 8 times. The sprays are in a base of alcohol. Don't drink these sprays, okay? You could spray them in the mouth, but it's not intended to be used that way. So they're definitely intended to be inhaled. Spray it on the wrist, inhale it deeply 7 or 8 times, and that's all you have to do. So we're talking about something that takes seconds in the morning to apply, right? Extremely easy. And Dream is applied the same way. I'd recommend you to apply it maybe 10 minutes or so before bedtime. And of course, we talk a lot, Emily and I talk a lot on our webinars about how to get a good night's sleep. You want a room that's dark. You don't want caffeine with dinner, preferably. You don't want to be looking at your cell phone or your computer. The blue light can keep you awake. Keep your feet warm. This has been shown to improve the quality of sleep. And of course, we have products for it. So you really want to cultivate an environment where you can get a good night's sleep. So I would say use this maybe 10 minutes or so before you're getting ready to go to bed. Again, spray it to either wrist, inhale deeply 7 or 8 times, and you're good to go. So I know some questions you're going to have is when you can get these products. We are starting our pre-launch in November. And then we'll have our official launch in January. You didn't think I was going to come up here and tell you how great these sprays are if you couldn't get them now, right? We have as free gifts for all of you. Thank you. We have free gifts for all of you. We have both Shine and Dream. And you're what? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Did you all get a ticket? Okay. So, unlike my bad impression of Clint Eastwood, I'm not going to sing the Golden Ticket song from Willy Wonka. So those of you that have a golden ticket, at the lunch break at 12 o'clock, you're going to go back to the registration desk. So between 12 and 12:30, you can redeem your golden ticket for Shine and Dream. Okay? For those of you that have the silver tickets, you're also getting Shine and Dream, not to worry. And you can redeem them between 12:30 and 1 o'clock at the registration desk. And for those of you that have the blue tickets, you'll get Shine and Dream, and you can redeem the blue ticket between 1 and 1:30. All righty? Thank you. So, these are samples, by the way, and they'll last you about a month. Because these were made by hand in our laboratory, we're still setting up the equipment at our facility in Ireland. We're going to be making these ourselves. We're not outsourcing them to another company. We will have these in inventory and available for the pre-launch in November. And we're first launching this in the United States and in the European Union. We're currently going through our product registrations. So after January, we will have these available in the other countries that we currently market in. So we're working very hard to get these out to market so you can use them to build your business. And again, I really want to emphasize that when we bring people into LifeWave, we want to focus on X39 and X49, and then these products are supplementary products that people can use to enhance their experience. All righty? Okay. Thank you very much, and see you all in a little bit. Thank you.